Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Sister seems to be in a little bit of a quandary right now because apparently Isabel, aka Mom, had a letter and gave it to the sister, and now sister is probably going to be shipped out from the looks of it. But also, you got to wonder, what the hell is the sister going to do with the information that she just got from Ray? Is the information she got from Ray fake, or is it real? I mean, we don't know. The only way we're going to find out is by watching. And you know what? I'd say to hell with it. Let's just jump right into it, and let's see what happens. Because this show is awesome. I'm loving it so far. Here we go. God dang it, man. She is a ruthless, cold bitch.
Mm-hmm.
God, man. She broke freaking Emma's leg. That's just fucked. Like, I understand that, oh, God. Okay, there's disciplining your kids, and then there's that.
Mm-hmm.
Disciplining your kids, I mean, there's different levels. There's, telling them off, grounding them and sending them to their room, spanking them, being probably the most extreme I'll go. But, good Lord, hobbling Emma, who was athletically the best one. That's just... God, and now it's pretty much, proverbially the cat is out of the bag. Now, not only that, the bag has been burned down. The bag has effectively been burned up.
Yeah.
The secret is, completely ousted.
I was hoping they were, one step ahead, but it is becoming a thing where, nah, they're kind of fucked in general.
And that's the and that's what I'm thinking the resolution of this show overall is going to be. I think everyone's going to die.
I don't know if everyone's going to die, but I don't think it's going to play out like they're hoping it would at all.
Oh, I never expected it to anyway. I expected them to lose several in the escape. Some kids would not want to leave and get left behind. Some kids would, get hurt and fall behind. Maybe, once they make it over the wall, some kids will get homesick and want to climb back over and just won't want to move or anything. And then, of course, there's the whole thing with, what dangers are outside. What kids are going to get killed the very moment that they set foot on the outside. Because if it's a controlled flow of fresh meat leaving the gateway, who's to say that there aren't other beasts out there that don't give a damn about that system and just eat whatever they see.
Mm.
And that's what'll get me if that's the case, because that's just... the system that they have in this is... I'm not going to say it's a parallel for the orphanage system that exists in the world, because, not a lot of orphanages out there are really good. But, once kids do reach a certain age, they're sent out into the world, if they've never been adopted, which I've met several people that's been the case. They go their entire lives, in the very moment that they hit the age of 18 and they're able to live on their own. I mean, they pretty much do whatever the hell they want, and they're sent out into the world and have nobody. And effectively, all these kids here, none of them are related. None of them are related to each other. None of them know each other previously. They've all grown up together. And Norma, Ray, and Emma have all, pretty much just formed the most tight-knit group because they've been there the longest together. And Don and Gilda, they're also up there as well. God.
So, I'm wondering, they were basically talking about... essentially the scores and everything having to do with the quality of the meat or whatever.
The brain, yeah.
And I'm thinking she's talking about, like, I've raised you all to be special and the most delicious, basically. And I think that they are attempting to make them extra special by expanding them with knowledge that no one else that they've ever eaten really ever had.
Probably.
So it's like the fact that they know about the outside and what's happening to them, and they have, like, fear and stuff in their mind is going to make them probably taste a lot different than, like, just the kids they usually get that are shipped out not knowing a damn thing.
Yeah, if they're ignorant.
Not to mention the way they've been using their brains constantly to try to outwit this situation.
Well, yeah,
like,
because
it's probably going to give them, like, a different flavor or something, like,
probably
to make them that extra special meal or whatever. So that's probably why it seems like she's essentially letting a lot of this happen.
That's what I'm gathering from this as well.
But at the same time, like, she's far enough ahead that she's confident that they're not going to actually escape.
Yeah, and
so I don't know if Norman gets shipped out actually and he dies. Like, I don't really have any faith that this has any kind of, like, light at the end of the tunnel ending in store at all.
Well, because I agree with that.
Might be able to do something, but I feel like Ray's, like, on the chopping block just ahead of Norman because of his attempt. But I don't see them killing the whole main cast, like, and leaving it at that, like, at the end of the first season, unless this is going to be like an anthology type deal.
If that's the case, then Jesus Christ.
Because it would be kind of crazy for them to kill off everyone by the end of the season, and then all of a sudden it's revealed that, like, this is just a world setup, basically, and we're going to follow some other kids that are, like, you know, top of their class from a different
farm, yeah, because there's 3 that we know of that are confirmed. They talked about a 4th one in this episode with the sister, with Sister Crone going there, but you know, that doesn't seem real now because they made that up to get her out of there, to make her leave. And I think
she was talking about, she was like, there's humans on the outside, you need to work yourself in with them. So I kind of wonder, like, how normal the outside actually seems when you see it. Like, and if it's just a case of this is kind of a thing that happens in certain places, like, remotely, but not everybody even really knows about it, and it's not, like, totally obvious that, like, the world has, like, these creatures that have taken over up at the top or anything to everyone else. So I still wonder, like, what kind of world building they're going to have outside of the farm.
I'm wondering if it'll be like right now it's more psychological horror because of the mental battle against Mom, but I wonder if it'll be more along the lines of a like survival horror once we get outside. Once they go outside, they're at the mercy of the world, and they'll pretty much have to pretty much learn how to survive on their own because they don't know how to hunt. They may know how to farm a little bit, but they don't know how to hunt. They don't know how to preserve meat. They don't know how to do anything. They're basically ignorant of a lot of things. Now, they'll be smart enough to figure some things out on their own. I mean, Norman's and Emma's probably read... That's me. Sorry. But Norman and Emma
Sister
and Ray...
also said... escape and destroy this damn world we live in. So she has some kind of faith that if they do get out, like, they could do something.
Probably.
So,
well, of course,
someone would have to get out. I don't know if it's going to be a situation where if there are escapees, the world is the way it is because everyone's ignorant of it, or if the world is the way it is because everyone's knows about it, but they're
not saying
passive
anything
to it.
Yeah.
Or if everyone's just scared. But it could be a situation where people just don't know about it. If they get out and they tell people about it and they can prove it to people, like, the tattoos on their neck are going to be one thing. It's like, yeah, how did these 3 kids get these numbers tattooed on their neck? Like, if that's a thing that they didn't know about previously, it's like that kind of right there is a thing. Like, we can't completely dismiss their story because how did they, all 3 of these kids just get that tattoo? Like,
Yeah.
That's not... unprofessional work as far as I can tell. It doesn't look like they just stuck it on themselves with pencils. Like,
no, that's highly detailed.
Clearly been there a while.
Yeah, It's highly detailed work.
So, yeah, I mean, like, it could be a thing where if they can get out, they can start changing the world by just proving to people what the hell's going on that they don't realize is going on, you know?
Maybe they can. I'm worried now that Emma has pretty much been hobbled, that Emma's going to be left behind. She's going to sacrifice herself so everyone else can escape.
Most likely, I would say she doesn't have a chance of escaping now.
Well, I mean, when the bottom half of your leg turns 90 degrees the wrong direction, I mean, that hurts me a lot because that's the same leg I hurt my knee on playing football. That was.
I thought for a second she just straight up killed her right there.
Oh, I thought if anything,
I heard
she
the
like
crack
broke her
sound.
arm.
I was like, she didn't just kill her, did she? Like, I thought for a second she just twisted her head around.
I thought
it was like, oh fuck, and I saw it was her leg, and I was like, well, at least she didn't kill her, but she's still screwed now.
Well, yeah, that's. I figured one thing it could have been, like, if it wasn't a kill, maybe she like broke her arm because where Mom literally just like pretty much as soon as Emma grabbed onto Mom immediately, because Emma reached for the compass, the little finder thing for like the little transponder thing for the tracers. She was reaching for it. I figured what Mom did was she grabbed her arm and broke it. That's what I thought it was. But then I saw the leg, and that's even worse. Because you can run with a broken arm. You can't run with a broken leg. That's the worst.
My guess is she just did something along the lines of the, like, turn and put, like, her foot, like, on top of hers and then kicked her down or whatever, like, you know.
No. I would say she probably did that, except she pushed Emma down and was on top of her. Because when we cut back after we hear the snap, Mom is sitting on top of Emma and is holding her down, and her leg is snapped. I'm thinking Mom did effectively what you said, put her foot on Emma's leg. It's effectively the same thing Tony Jaa did in The Protector, in that one scene where he's just like breaking everybody's legs.
Yeah.
He just literally like steps on one guy's foot, hold on, and then just pushes him down, and like his ankle snaps. I'm thinking that's effectively the same thing that happened there.
Yeah, I just wonder how you cause a break, like right there on somebody that's that much shorter than you.
Well,
like,
it looked like, if anything, it was a dislocate, like, because from what it looked like, this part of her leg was turned this way, while this part was still straight like that. That's either a dislocated knee, or a full-on like break of the shin right there. If it's a break in the shin, that's it. You're done. Because I've known people who can run with like a broken or a cracked quad. Like right here, though, below the knee, where everything connects. Like that's like that for a lot of guys. That's a career ender, especially in soccer. European football and American football. I remember when the worst one I've ever seen is pretty much there's two of them. There's Joe Theismann, when Lawrence Taylor tackled him, and this part of his leg right here literally snapped in three and collapsed on top of itself. Joe Theismann was only 30, I think 32 or 33, and he was done. Like, and he never played again. Same thing with Alex Smith. Alex Smith, it happened to him. Unbelievably enough, it happened to Alex Smith the same exact date 33 years later on the exact same team that Joe Theismann was playing for, the Redskins. And Alex Smith was the exact same age as Joe Theismann. That's some creepy shit, dude. And anyway, yeah. And for Alex Smith, his leg, he literally had to have all of the muscle on the front of his leg right here amputated off. You can actually watch the documentary about it. It's terrifying to look at because the infection that you can get from a broken shin it's terrifying. It's terrifying stuff. Here, as a matter of fact, you know what? Yeah, this is him just after it got rebuilt. Look at that shit.
That sucks.
And it was like that for the better part of a year, because he developed gangrene on his muscles on the front of his shin, and they had to take all that off. And then they had to do a graft from his quad up here. They took some muscle off of his quad up here and put it on his shin so that he could play again. And it's taken him 2 years to come back. 2 years, and he's finally coming back. That's just... God, dude. I mean, my heart goes out to him.
Kind of changed the whole series up for the moment.
Yes. Because now I'm just wondering what the hell's going to happen. What the hell?
They found out if they kill...
oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Not cool.
Yeah, right there. Take a look at that. Yeah. That's nasty.
Basically, they found out that if they kill her, the headquarters will know about it. So that's a problem. They don't have the option to just kill her. Emma can't go anywhere now.
Nope.
It looks like Norman's getting shipped out soon. Ray might be getting just straight up killed soon, depending on what he does.
Yeah. There is one.
He's no longer able to double agent. Like, they're really screwed now.
There is one thing though that is left over, and it was Sister Crone that gave it to them.
Yeah.
What is in the box that she?
That's
left
going to have to be
dresser?
one hell of a trump card in that box.
I would say
to give them any kind of shot. Now.
I would say, if anything, it's probably something Sister Crone has been holding on to for a long time, because she left the pin with it, the pin that she got when she was in the facility.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if it's going to have a note in there, basically telling them what to do. I mean, I don't know.
I don't think it's going to straight up tell them what to do, because she didn't even know what to do, probably.
Maybe. But, or maybe it's something she figured out after she was in the mom program. Something she could have done while she was, in the, something she could have done as a child, but by the time she was in the mom program, it was already too late.
Yeah.
Maybe there's an exploit that they haven't figured out yet.
Well, I think that she probably knows, like, all right, they know a way to break the tracking device, so they got to do that first, obviously. But if they do that, they can maybe use this to actually get out.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like, I don't know, like, did she maybe have... I don't know. Like, it could be like a key to the gate, like a way to open the gate, you know?
Maybe.
But I feel like she would have thought ahead. Like, if she knew she was about to be shipped out, she couldn't just get away with giving that key out to them. They would come find it. Like,
Maybe.
They would search everything until they found it if they knew that she didn't have it on her when she died. Like, it had to be something they didn't know about. It's got to be some kind of trump card type deal.
Has to be. Well, I guess
it better be a really fucking good one. I mean, it could just be a gun. Like,
maybe.
I don't know. Like, but that's not really going to help them that much.
No, because unless they can get the drop on Mom and use it, I mean, and that's
like
the
if
thing.
she's dead, they'll know though.
I know.
Headquarters will know.
Of course, but
so I mean,
again,
maybe they could kill her, and quickly break their devices and leave before headquarters could respond. But they don't know what the speed of the response is going to be like at all.
Yeah,
something like that. So I don't know.
There's so many questions, so many avenues that this can go down. We're going to have to see in the next episode, so hopefully we will see you all there. But until next time, everybody, signing off. I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you then, everybody. Peace out.
Rip and tear until it is done.